Kai and the Very Crazy Day by Jade Maître. One ordinary day, Kai woke up and something felt different. He had his usual toast for breakfast. The TV was showing his favourite cartoons. Mummy had put on his T-shirt with a truck on it and the shorts he liked. So it wasn't all these things. But there was something not quite right about that morning, and Kai couldn't work out what it was. After breakfast, Mummy took Kai and his baby sister Tallulah to the beach to watch Daddy surf. They fed the seagulls and went looking for crabs in the rock pool. Kai couldn't put his finger on what was wrong, but he knew today wasn't quite like all the other days. They drove home. Kai stared out the window and wondered why he felt so funny. When they got back to his house, his cousin Aubrey was visiting. He was playing in the garden. "Go and play with your cousin," said Mummy and Daddy. So Kai went to play with Aubrey. They had a good time. But at one moment during their ball games, Tallulah screamed, for no reason. "She's just lost her choo-choo," Mummy said soothingly. Kai relaxed. Perhaps he was being silly about this whole thing. There was nothing weird about today. They went in for lunch. It was sandwiches. Kai's was a little crunchy and dry, but he still ate it. Then Cousin Winnie came around with Auntie Jen and Carl. She had done some amazing drawings. Everyone was really impressed. It was time for Kai's afternoon nap, but he wasn't feeling very sleepy. He lay in his cot and looked at the ceiling the whole time. It was all quite boring. Tallulah couldn't sleep either. She was playing with her musical mobile. Just then, Kai heard the sound of wheels on the driveway outside. It was Nanny and Grandpa Din. Kai didn't want to miss out on a visit from Nanny and Din, but Mummy and Daddy seemed to have forgotten him, so Kai was forced to cry until Mummy came to pick him up. Luckily, she came very quickly. Was that the strange thing about today? Downstairs, Kai felt that he still hadn't quite put his finger on what was different about today. Din had brought some blocks for Kai, and they made a castle in the lounge room. That was fun. But Grandpa Din and Kai were always building things together. Then, after they pulled it down and put all the blocks away, something unexpected happened. Nanny had a surprise for Kai. "I've bought you something special," she said. She reached into her bag and pulled something out. "Thank you," said Kai. He really loved it. Nanny always spoiled him. Then there was a noise at the door. Who should be there but Nana and Paulie? Paulie picked Kai up and whooshed him in the air. Nana gave him a big warm hug. He was very happy to see them at his house. Auntie Jade and Uncle B were also close behind, with all his other cousins. The boys spilled into the room in one big ball of laughing and fun. "G'day, mateys," they laughed and tickled him. It was pretty squashed in there now. Nana called for a cup of tea, but there was hardly any space for a kettle, not even room to swing a cat. Then Kai realised why this was no ordinary day. He had forgotten something very important. "I forgot to brush my teeth this morning," he said. "Well, have some cake first," said everyone. "It's your birthday." And so it was. "Happy birthday," said Auntie Jade, giving him a big hug. And Kai realised that if today was no ordinary day, perhaps all the days to come wouldn't be either. And he was fine about that. The end.